Stadium. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Bruins kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Jackson will throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Jackson gonna throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And obviously that linebacker is getting up with a little bit of juice, a little pep in his step. That was a great lick. Nice job seeing the ball thrown, breaking on it, and really delivering a good blow. But how about the credit to the receiver? Holding on to the football when you're getting hit by a big linebacker in college football, that's a big-time play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Russell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets the first down. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. On first down from the 13-yard line. Running the red zone. It's Russell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson will throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the counter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. The run inside, it's Smith. Runs through a tackle. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And with the pick six. Hunt down the Razorbacks.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running inside, it's Smith. At the 35, he's open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Iamaleava buys a little time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you've got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Russell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right back to it. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Shakes off the defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Iamaleava to throw. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Bought a little time, lets it go. Misses again, it's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Hill. Here comes the heat. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
The run inside. It's Smith. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Iamaleava. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll run the counter. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. These corners backing off a bit. Iamaleava. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with UAB taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Blazers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Takes a handoff, it's Knight. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, you get the incompletion there on third down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this. And you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own.
Here's a little room there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The Bruins want to move quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up.
Going for it all. Touchdown, UCLA. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Running inside, it's Smith. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room, it's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Iamaleava to throw. The sure hands. It's Knight. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Iamaleava. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He lets it fly. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 4th interception of the day. And he's brought down with this interception. A huge play to end this quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Smith. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They go right back to him. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Spins away from the defense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the double.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, they turned the ball over in that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. On the run, deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Boy, at this stage of the game, when every snap and every yard counts, that penalty is costly. It's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava going downfield for the big play. A full dive to haul that one in.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. This time on target. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
wants to throw again. Under fire. On target to the left. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a one-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
A huge point after this for the lead. And the extra point gives them a one-point lead here in the fourth. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. Bringing the heat. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.